On behalf of Eli and myself and the Boy Scouts of America, it is my pleasure to introduce the man of the hour and keynote speaker for this evening. Co-founder, president, and CEO of National Agents Alliance, a motivational speaker that has traveled the world changing people's lives and building people up. A member of the Entrepreneurship Initiative Advisory Board at North Carolina State University, as well as a graduate and alumni of NC State. Go Wolfpack. His support and leadership in business, our community, and now scouting has contributed significantly to the vitality of Alamance County. Please put your hands together for our 2018 Alamance Man of the Year, Mr. Andy Albright.
Thank you. Thank you, thank you, thank you, thank you. So I have stood on this stage once or twice before. This is by far one of the greatest honors to be recognized by such an honorable organization as the Boy Scouts. I applaud all of you that are scouts, former scouts, and that support the scouts. And I hope that we can continue to support you in other ways. But I'm glad we were able to do this here at the facility. And congratulations for all the honors and the Eagle Scouts. I was just pointing out to one of the newspaper guys that we have 3 Eagle Scouts in our operation. And I told him he could add if any Eagle Scouts were looking to be employed. We were looking for more of them because they are the absolute cream of the crop, top of the line people that we have in our organization. And so appreciate what you do in shaping people and helping people and developing them. It's obvious with the product that you produce, with the kids and the adults that you produce. So congratulations for that. Also, I want to thank Hershey's Barbecue and Chicken and Prime Rib. It was incredible food. Thank you guys for being here and appreciate you supporting us. Our team is called Alliance Adventures. These are the ladies and gentlemen that get everything set up for us. So I want to thank Alliance Adventures for working over and helping us out. And I hope you get to see, you'll see the product. This is AMP Studios. They're up in the top up here, William up here, Hunter right here, and there's probably some other several other AMP employees. So you'll see a short video promoting the Scouts, and it'll be awesome if it's their typical work. So appreciate you, AMP, being here and working over. So, yeah, and the Wolfpack. Thank you guys for being here. So. Several people have asked me, like, why did we start the Alliance, or how did it get started, and like, how did I get into this? And my typical statement, I really wasn't aware of the first time I started selling, but my mama tells me I was born upside down and naked and screaming immediately when the doctor started beating on me, trying to convince her that I could breathe and they could stop. The next time, I don't remember that part, but she tells me about it. But I remember finding out that you could rake up pine needles out in the country and then city people would buy it. I was like, I wonder if they know they can get it free. And then my daddy was the hardest working man. Hardest working person I ever met in my life. Didn't work like I worked. Worked a different ways. Hardest working man I've ever known. But he got some goats, and we put them out there, and they had babies. And he said, we're going to sell them. I said, we're going to make money, and we didn't even do anything. And I saw, that's a good idea right there. So I got into the goat raising, and I really, people say, you was not thinking like that then. I go, oh yeah, my favorite goat was the one that had triplets about every other time. I was like, that's a producer right there. Treat her better. And Ain't it funny how the producers always get favored some way, somehow? Seems like stuff gets overlooked and you can get by and stuff. And my mind was going like that, but I always been told to go. No, I wasn't told to go to college. I was always told, go to NC State. I mean, not kidding. Like, from I was a baby, you're going to NC State. My wife thinks that I encouraged my kids to go to NC State. She don't know what kind of encouragement is from Laverne Albright. We was going to NC State. So I didn't particularly want to go to get an education. I wanted to go to NC State, go to the ball games and have a great time. And everybody said get a job. I didn't. I knew from a young age I didn't want one. I remember finding out you had to work all year round and not get off for summers, and I was like, I'm against that. So many things I just was not for. But when you graduate from NC State, you do get a ton of offers. So I did go to textile school. I went to work with Burlington Industries. I remember laughing so hard when they were doing interviews because I had the same attitude then I have now. I remember Milliken asked me, textiles guys, Milliken asked me, he said, why did you interview with me? He was waiting for, we're a great company. And I said, sir, you are next in line on the list on the wall. And he just said, is it going to be like this the whole interview? I said, yes, sir. He said, let's just skip to the part where we invite you to come visit our facility down in Rose Hill. And I was like, all right, let's do it. And so anyway, I had a blast in textiles. People say, what do you use now from textiles and NC State and what you learned there? And I would tell you scouts the same thing. And your scoutmaster saying that's a life lesson you'll never forget. You will never forget it, and it will come up 20 years from now, and you'll talk about what you learned. And I talk about it now. I had BB&T in there, and we were talking finance and banking and this and that. And he said, how'd you learn all that? I said, textile schools at NC State. When you're calculating yarn count, you use the same kind of formulas that we just talked about right there. So everything I learned, everything I got there, I loved and use it over and over. Just loved it. And then as things changed in America with the manufacturing boom moved out with NAFTA, I started piddling with stuff on the side. And really I don't say at that time, but all along the Alliance was formed. We started the business in the very beginning, a very simple thing. It was this. We will not do anything unless we have fun. If we can't make a profit, if we can't make money, we're not going to do it, and we want to change lives. So we came up with have fun, make money, and make a difference in people's lives. And I've heard it so many times that if you can find something that you love, you will never work a day in your life. I love this. I can't express to you how much I love doing this for the Scouts. I live in the house that my dad built in Alamance County. I love bringing business back to Alamance County. We will have 1,710 people sitting in this room at the end of July. We call that family reunion. How do I know it's 1710? Because that's how much on the sticker over there that the fire marshal would put on there, and that's how many people will be here, no matter how many it looks like. It will be crazy. Lives will be changed. We'll have 5 pastors here. We'll have psychologists here, sociologists here. We'll have businessmen here. We'll have bankers here. And we'll have multi-billion-dollar insurance companies representative. Matter of fact, one of my best friends in the world from Mutual of Omaha, Brent Bench, flew down here from Omaha to be with us. Brent, thank you so much. And people will get to meet speakers like Derek Wittenberg from NC State. Dave Dorn comes in and speaks. Kevin Keats comes in and speaks. Tom Miller, governor. I want to meet people and experience stuff that they never would have experienced if they didn't get to be a part of Alliance. I want people to experience what I've got to experience, traveling the world and getting to do stuff. front row seats at NC State, the Hurricanes, season tickets to the Hurricanes games, things like that. I just get a kick out of doing it with my wife and my kids and other family members. And my brother Alan's here. I know this. I would have never, ever been able to accomplish this if it hadn't been for my wife, Jane Albright. Matter of fact, you would stand up, baby doll. You don't have to talk if you don't want to, but she has always encouraged me to go and work and do my thing. She's like, why do you work all the time? I said, catch me doing something. She's like, you work all the time. So I don't do anything but talk to people. How do you call that work? Being nice, shaking hands, and talking to people about how they can make it in life, how they can survive better, how they can enjoy more, how they can give more, how they can live more, how they can live longer. It blows my mind. I'm so grateful to be in a country, I think, the best country on earth, to be able to be born here and live here and travel here. It just blows my mind what we get to do and how privileged we are. And I want other people to see it and believe it. And the head of advancement for NC State, Brian Cisco, was here yesterday, and I told him the same thing I tell the scouts. The first time Nevin Kessler came in, and he said, what do you want to do? I said, I don't know. What makes a difference? And he said, pay for a speaker to come in, $5,000. I was like, great. And then he kept moving it up. $100,000 next year. Yeah, sure, sounds good. And then he finally, I knew it was going to be big because I see him shaking, and he said, we got a project. Can we do $5 million? And I said, that's all I can do for now, but we're going to do more. So I tell the scouts, when we can do more, we will do more. We look forward to having fun more, making more money, and making a difference by turning around and giving it away and creating a vacuum, so we have to do it again. I thank y'all for the honor. I can't believe it. It ain't me. It's up there. It's God. If it wasn't for God and Jesus, I got no prayer. I tell people every day, I have no idea how big of a disaster I am. But I think about how hard my daddy worked, and I go, if I can work like that dude, I ain't going to have no problem. And I ain't had many problems because of that example. And so I want to be the example. One of my best friends in the world right here, Jeff Bright, that served Alamance County unbelievably for 30 years, traveling around the industry. He'll tell you there's only two things you can offer people, opportunity and an example. And he's done that. That's what I want to do. I want to have opportunity. I want to provide opportunity and set the example. So if there's anything I can do for any of you guys, business-wise, friendship-wise, I look forward to doing it. I can't wait. Y'all enjoy hanging out. Thank y'all so much for the honor, and whatever else I can do for you, I will. Thank you.
Hey, if you would please stay up there.
Mr. Albright, on behalf of the Old North State Council and the Boy Scouts of America in Alamance County, please accept the special award and the honor as the 2018 Alamance Man of the Year. The Eagle is, and has always been, a solid representation of American strength and values, and the highest rank of achievement in the Boy Scouts of America. Congratulations, Mr. Albright, and thank you for your support.